What's up, everybody? All right, so today I'm going to show you the exact steps on how to set up a sales team open spot reader. All right, so why that's important is so you can see 30 days in advance how much availability is on your sales team's calendar. This is the exact setup we used when we had 5 sales reps all the way up to 30 sales reps and did 30 million in cash collected last year. And this is how marketing can adjust spends depending for a call funnel, right? So depending if they have 50 or 150 open spots, marketing needs to be able to generate those bookings. So they need to know how many and how many in advance, all right? So I'm going to go through this. This is ours. I finally figured out a way. So I hid our personal info up here. So first things first, you're going to have a spreadsheet, a Google Sheet that is going to log the date. It's going to go 30 days in advance every day. And then the first column is going to be the summary, or the sum more so, of all of the sales team members. So I hid that up here because I just don't want to give away their personal emails and all that. But essentially, it'll log their emails along here and how many open spots they have across these date ranges. Okay, so this is the actual one that we have used and are actively using. So today being March 21st, we have 12 open spots. And this is not going to show you how many bookings they have, just how many open spots we have. All right, and it kind of does these weird bug things, but this always works out to be correct if you actually go and count them. All right, so first things first, you're going to have a Google Sheet. Next, you're going to have a Google Calendar that is specifically dedicated to managing the sales team, right? So for us, let's call it sales@company.com. And what you're going to do, and I don't want to open up the calendar because I don't want to give away customer info, but on your Google Calendar, you are going to go in the bottom left and you're going to subscribe to all of your sales reps. And this is dedicated just for this. If you have subscriptions to anything else, it'll count and it'll be wrong, okay? So you're going to have a sales at whatever company name. You're going to go into your Google Calendar and you're going to subscribe to all of these different ones, okay? Next, what it's going to be able to do is based on, so if you click on day view, you can see 2 reps or 20 reps or however many, and you with your, like, just visualizing it will be able to see, okay, cool, here's 30-minute blocks here, hours, and like rough estimate, or you have to count them all. Issue with that is it's live changing. There's availability changes. There's people who block all day. There is weekend volatility in terms of availability, all these pieces. So what you need to be able to do is forecast that, because the marketing team needs to know X amount of days in advance, not just tomorrow is 70 and the day after is 180, and like you can't have that. So you need to try and keep consistency there so your spends can stay consistent. So what you're going to do is start up a new spreadsheet once you have subscribed to all of them, okay? And then you're going to go into extensions and you're going to create an app script, all right? So I'm going to grab the current one that we use and it'll create this little cool calendar automation. So I'm going to drop this to you guys and have it somewhere. You can just comment if you want it, and I'll send it to you because I don't know if I want to publicly post it. But this is essentially the script, okay? So what it's doing is creating calendar automation. For us, the start times, this is all in Eastern for us, and it's where the account is. So for us, it's 6 a.m. and midnight. So 6 a.m. to midnight is when we take calls. 30 days in advance. And then intervals for us, we had to do some custom things. So you could actually like just drop this into GPT and get it rewritten. So it doesn't have this like before, May, after, but it doesn't matter. And then you're just going to change these to the block. So 30, meaning 30 minutes. So for us, the sales calls are 30 minutes long. If they're 60 minutes, if they're 45, you just change them and just change both these. It's a little bit of a duct tape solution, but it'll work and it doesn't matter. So yeah, so right here you can see like we custom built this a little bit, but you could just pass this into GPT and have it do what you want. All right. And then you're going to go, all right, you are going to save that project and you are going to run it. Right? So all we just did is connect this sheet to this script. It's going to ask you to review permissions. I'm going to pause this and review and just accept. You are going to click select all and then just approve it, which is what I just did. And then the next piece is you're going to want to come in here and create a trigger. And you're going to add a trigger that is head, that is time driven, and then however often. An hour is fine. You can do minutes. Minutes. And then every 15 is generally best, just because if you have like sales teams, if you're onboarding or offboarding, all those pieces. I'm going to save that. It is going to ask you to review configurations again, and then you're just going to approve it, same exact way. We're going to go back to this. You can run it. All right, so now what is happening? So I'm just going to pause on and off because I don't want to give away, again, customer info or team info. So what is now happening once you begin running this, you've set the automation, you've set the trigger, and it is processing in your spreadsheet. So if you go back to your spreadsheet, you'll see in the bottom right corner, it's going to be like calendar automation running for sales rep email, calendar automation running for sales rep email. And what it's doing is it's pulling from your Google Calendar in order of the people that you subscribe to, excuse me, and showing it's reading their calendar from those time ranges and finding anywhere that they're, in this case, a 30-minute block, and it's counting that as an open spot. Okay, so it's logging all of those, and it's doing that 30 days in advance, out 30 days. Okay, so I'm going to pause this and then go back to that sheet once it's complete. Alrighty, so now I just came back to our sheet, and what you're going to see is if you do a hard refresh, you're going to have this calendar automation here, and you can create that trigger as well here instead of custom making it. I forgot about that. So you can just click create trigger. It'll go through the same process of asking you to review the permissions and create it. So I would do it right there as well. So if you go create trigger, running script, you're sure you want to create this? Yes. And then the script has been finished and the trigger's been created. All right, so now that's going to happen. So it's going to look like this, and then I just deleted all the sales team's info out of here so I could show you. So it'll be total, which is the real number you want, and then it'll be by sales rep. So this is a quick way to audit to see if that's correct, because like a lot of times sales rep will put things as busy or free or have a full day block somewhere on accident or stuff like that. And here you'll see zero, or you'll see like not available, and they should have it available. So this is also like a nice little double checker for sales manager or sales ops to be able to check. But here you'll be able to see it just pulled 30 days out, and now every 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever that said, it is going to pull and update this information for you. All right. So now live updating here across by sales rep, and what you have is you have the date and you have the open spots. Okay, and that's it. Now it's done. Now, how do you make this functional even more so is you give this to marketing in a clean way that's easy for them to use. All right, so what I'm going to do is pop back to our call tracker that I have in another video. Super, super simple call funnel tracker. But this piece, this open spots piece, is what we're going to have live updating, connecting to the other live updating sheet. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go into your spot section, and you are going to essentially do an import range function. I don't want to give the... So you're going to do an import range where you're going to put the spreadsheet URL of the new call tracker. So you're going to grab this spreadsheet URL. All right. And then, so it's called calendar summary on here because this is like what it auto-generated and created. So you're going to come into here. You are going to go whatever, xyz.com, whatever, or, you know, whatever Google spreadsheet link. And I'm going to put ours in and then pause it. And then you're going to go the range string, which is going to be calendar summary. And then it's going to be, you want, in this example, you want this is where you want to start. So you'd want A2 to B. So you'd want A2 to B. Just like that. And you close this out. All right. So I'm going to pause this and put our actual one in there. Alrighty, so there you go. So now what it's going to have is inside A2, you just put that import range function, and it's going to be pulling from this, and it's just going to be grabbing this section right here. Okay? So you technically do it from A1, just do this whole block, because here we already had the header on here that said date and open spot, so I'm just leaving it. But essentially you could just pull either. So all you want is the date that's live updating as well, and then the amounts, which are really live updating. Now, when you pop back into your summary, and what are we on right now? 321. You pull these out for how many spots? Oops, I don't even have it plugged in there. And it will live update on this sheet. So now marketing can actively see this. You can send this into the dashboard or as a dashboard into your marketing channel. You can just have this so they always have it open more or less. And every 15 minutes this is going to adjust and show. And why this is like super important is because, okay, if you look across this range, we have, 116, 112. So like ours are pretty consistent right now as you go across. But what happens when you have 4 sales reps that get fired or whatever or terminated, and then you have 17 new ones starting, and like, you know what I mean? Like you have all these constant changes and they need to know. Or if you have a 3-day thing where a bunch of people are at a conference together and like there's this lull, you don't want to change Facebook spends obviously like that aggressively, but it's always good to know what the target is. So like with this target, if your goal is 80% booked, right here I just like quick by eye, I see, 115. So you want 115 times 0.8. So you want 92, call it. And then just whatever, round up, you want 100 bookings. And right now, if you look at your cost per booking across ranges and you know that it's 200, and I said, whatever I said, let's call it 110. So you want 110 think I said 100. And then if you know it's cost per of on average of 200, like your team should be targeting 200, or I'm sorry, 20,000 spent. If your numbers are consistent, you know it's around 200 per booking. You want to fill 80%. You want to like hit these numbers because you have cancels and no shows and reschedules. So this just gives you eyes is the most important thing here on where this is and actively changing 30 days in advance. So this is a little hack we used when we had, I think, 5 reps. We kind of started to run into this and we're like, oh, this could be an issue. And then we use this exact same system still in a sheet, actually. We like put it into Looker and all these other view like places, but this is still the way that we actively manage for marketing to be able to see this up to 30 something sales reps. So a little more tactical. If you guys have any questions, if you want this exact script and all this kind of stuff, just DM me on Instagram. I'll have the link below in this, but yeah, I just don't want to publicly post it. So just DM me and I'll send it over. So talk soon.